Good morning, our friends and our wonderful friends. Nice to see you in the morning.
Vitality extract.
I had turned it off.
Marta S., Group 66, Joanne Hall, and Kaylee Batch, Bridget York, Leo Smiles, Maggie Zale. And I will just make my on silent.
JGR, Blue Moon. Thank you very much, VP, for your timestamps. Surfer 88, Alexis.
We went shopping yesterday. We had so much. Well,
we usually don't do that.
No, we usually, but I look at her stroller because she was before me and exactly what I like. I said, oh, good that we are not shopping together too often. Because with my brother and my sister-in-law, she has completely different taste. So I'm always saying, it's your style. And my brother, that's you. So whatever I'm choosing, he will say, that's you. Okay. It's nice to have one day, ladies' day for going shopping. I'm ready for answering questions, and I have to start with what a wonderful work is Brooke doing. BP 1111 under the icon. She's posting those stamps, and yesterday I complained to her that the stamps from Saturday video were removed, and thank you, Group 66. And she said she will post them again. That's a lot of double work for her, and she's doing this as a volunteer. What a great person she is. And she has a husband and 2 teenage sons, so
her life is busy,
and she's helping. She is running business for her husband, so she's working with him.
So good morning. Martha S. is asking, what is the true nature behind Kristen Sinema not seeking re-election? Is her secret Republican love affair over?
Oh, so she had. You sent me that.
Yeah, she's not going to run again. So what does her future hold?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, she is going to count the money, so she is still going to end up on the right side for her.
So like put the money towards another election for governor or lower down, perhaps?
I don't know, but I see her counting money. So she is still going to be cheating and going up to the top. Oh, relationship. Maybe she is switching the parties now because she thinks she will be better off going on
Republican? Because she
opposite way.
She was Democrat, then went independent.
Independent, and maybe now she will go for Republican because it's unless she will be getting married or but that shouldn't stop her from running. So it looks like she might be thinking about being Republican. Is the Bobbitt from the same state? Bobbin?
No idea.
Because Arizona, and I think she is from Arizona. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's so hard to remember everything.
There's so many names that we fly around.
States and the governors. It's like university every day, new lessons. Yesterday was tough day, and eventually I said, we are going to watch Netflix. I'm not watching the news anymore. It's over and over and over the same thing.
And I watch movies and mostly curling right now. The Briar's on in Canada.
I'm calling this sport drying paint because she told me that.
Yeah, I love curling. I was a curler and so was my family. Yeah, but I enjoy that. Lori Sue Craven Clement is asking, will the U.S. finally come to its senses regarding the hour time change twice a year, daylight savings time?
Ah. Actually, I'm looking in the winter, fall to have 1 more hour to sleep. In the spring, I don't care that much, but in the winter, I like to have 1 more hour of 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
It's up and down. So some people, we were voting a couple years ago. I remember I had to put this in the voters that if we want to have the time change or not, and more people didn't want to, we wanted to have time change. That was in Alberta, we could choose which way we want to go. Yeah, people will be fighting for the way they wanted. It's so sad. Some people are upset with it, and then surprise. So maybe they will make some changes. It is confusing. It is, especially in my business, because the booking calendar, but it's usually, I never had any problem with the time change on my calendar with clients. And it's always the time I see only on my side what time someone will be seeing me, Alberta time, and the person who is booking, it's usually on their times.
Flying being, can you ask again if January 6th, Judge Chutkan, will that case happen before the election in November? You said one of the cases was going to be happening. Is this the one, or is this the Georgia case, or what case is this? So is Chutkan's case going to happen before the election? 1, 2, 3.
I pull 4 cards, and I see, actually 5. I see someone looking for the parking spot. We sometimes have to cruise until we will find the spot that we can park. Mm-hmm. Eventually, everyone will find it, unless it's a concert, and for a few hours you can't really find it. But in some store, and it is like store looking for parking. Eventually, she will find a way to park. To book appointments, and she might even shorten because she said she will give him 80 days. Mm-hmm. I think that will be not, because it's not that she has to obey to that rule. Queen of Love started looking from different point of view, so she is ready, rejuvenating herself. She will think the grass is greener for her. King of Coins, that will be Trump, and she will do a really good job. Yeah, so she will be able to, I believe, to find the parking spot. Thank you, guys. But I have excitement when they are sending me a message just to figure out how to read that message.
We have a couple of viewers who have commented yet that Sienna is from Arizona.
So, yeah, so that's what. And Lake is from Arizona, as I remember.
Carrie Lake.
Somehow we are not hearing too much about her. I
am so tired of this. I just can't get over all this election stuff in the primaries, and we don't have any of that stuff.
No,
here.
We had 80 days, and I thought, what, that long? When I came to Canada, and it was usually
80 days before election, but that's for canvassing and promoting yourself.
Yeah,
and then the election, but we don't have all the stuff.
And
that you
when
have.
Before election, they don't talk about this. You can't talk about that. Over there, it's over and over for years and years.
And we have no idea who we're electing, even for mayor and council or anything like that, because it's not by parties. And after, what's his name? Crappy guy. Went to Russia. Tucker Carlson. After he was here, all of a sudden it came up that they wanted in Calgary, which is one of the major cities here. They wanted their mayor and their counselors to have to declare what party they are at. And the people came back and said, no, we don't want anything to do with parties. We want the people working that we elect, want them working for the people, not the party. We don't want to have to follow their dictatorship of what they can do and can't do. And I agree with that. Keep the parties out of there. Let's get the best people in there. Lori Grant has an interesting comment. I'm having a private reading tomorrow with Violetta. Really looking forward to it.
Oh, who is that?
Lori Grant.
Hello, Lori. Yes, I have few tomorrow.
Oh,
I'm looking forward.
And then Lori Sue Cragen Clement says, Lori Grant, we would love to hear what you think. And with that, I'll write our.
There is Eleonora B. Could you give us update on Princess Charles, Catherine, and King Charles, please?
Princess Catherine and King Charles.
When do you think Prince William will take his over? Well, 3 questions in one. So first, Princess Catherine. My half-sister that I met only once, and she was about 3 months old. She was a baby. And my father is telling me that she looks like me. Of course, I was not too happy about that. When you are a teenager, 16-year-old, you don't want to look like a baby. She's so beautiful, looks like you. Yeah. But her name is Catherine as well. She lives in Germany. I don't know anything about.
So Princess Catherine.
Catherine.
1, 2, 3.
You know, in Poland, we were, as a child, I was going and I was greeting everyone on the street, and I would dig, like, you will pull one leg at the back, and if your hands were free, you can pull your skirt sideways and greet every neighbor. And I see her doing that, so she will be greeting everyone.
She's coming back into the public view in June.
But not after Easter. Easter is in end of March.
Well, if she is having that surgery to reconnect, if she does have that operation, it would take time to heal.
Yeah.
Give her time, boy.
And I see her being, it's symbol to me, being so kind to everyone, obedient, knowing the rules, and just like a child, thinking that that's the right way to act. She's watching over her family. She wants the happiness for her children, and she is busy. She is busy, and it's a big change in her life. Closing one paragraph, starting a new one. Death is not a bad card. I'm not saying that it's related to death. I'm always looking for the positive outcome from that. And it's mean closing one paragraph and starting a new one.
Well, they're preparing to take over.
Yeah, because Charles is, and the second one was about
Charles, King Charles,
his health. This time he didn't say that what kind of cancer he has, and I was just kind of feeling that it can be bone cancer, which is really hard to take care of. And depends where it is. 3 cards. But I could be wrong. I'm not saying that that's written on the rock. It just, that came to my mind that moment.
1, 2, 3.
He is feeling vulnerable. He is feeling weak and not too happy camper. He is never happy when someone is taking decisions away from him. And he's grumpy, but that's okay. As long as he's fighting, then it's good for him to be a fighter. He feels beat up. He has pains all over himself. He's a lot in the bed, and he has time to read books and prepare himself for being submissive, because he has a chain over him. So he will feel that maybe it's time for him to give up the throne, not to give up the fight. No, I don't wish him that. But he feels, and when I can tell you, because it's not, time is not related when the time will be right, but I think it will be sooner than later, because if King Charles is not feeling well, then it will be hard for him to spend time working. BP sent some question. Thank you so much, BP, for your hard work and posting another timestamps for Saturday video. Will there be any
event or delay that would cause the November U.S. presidential election to not go forward as expected?
Oh, boy. I see shark. Shark is symbol of attack or destruction, the strong animal in the water. And it's written on him Putin. It's more like a balloon, but it says on that shark Putin. We have to be aware that Putin will be sending some attacks and probably AI way, so that the artificial intelligence will be his weapon, and it will be strong, because as a shark he will be able to pull 3 cards, please.
2. 3.
Surprises. We have to be ready for those surprises. Of course, he wants the love boy, who is a Trump. Excuse me. A lot of silly things, but people will be buying. Some stupid things will be happening, and people will be buying that. Those stupid messages. It might not be even highly sophisticated, but it will reach the crowd that is so for Trump.
Blue Moon is asking about the new medication, and I don't know how to pronounce it, VEOZAH, for menopausal hot flashes. Is it safe to take?
It's like bumps and down and up. So it's supposed to help with those ups and downs for hot flashes, but I see ups. Hard to say if it's unsafe, but there will be some ladies will have problems with it. So if you feel that some medication kind of intuitively is not yours, I had that feeling about Ozempic. And then eventually my doctor forced me to take it. And I took 3 times. And it's supposed to help me to lose weight, which is great. Everyone is happy about that. I talk with so many people who are on it. And I thought, well, why not? We'll be slimmer, more active. 3 times I took it, and I had such an acid reflux. And I don't have that. But I will be sleeping and I will wake up with acid in my mouth, to the point that it was, like unpleasant for my teeth. I thought, I can lose my teeth. I don't want to do that. So teeth or weight. I said, well, I don't want to lose my teeth. I don't need to lose my weight. I can be the way I am. But, it is not for me. For many people it is. Oprah loves it. And I know other even readers who are on it and they are happy. But I can't. So it is, for one person it's okay, but for others have some side effects.
So Do you want to do cards on that?
Yeah, 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Well, you will feel much better. You will feel more freedom, fun. But then some people will be suffering from it. So if you can wait a little bit longer to know more, because it's not everyone is cut the same way.
There's a recent article, March 2nd, in which...
Can I say something? And it can be related to hormone replacement category therapy, and it's not for everyone. It can be very damaging for some people. So do your own research before you take it.
So there's a recent March 2nd article in which Russian MP Mark Feigin, Feigin, made a claim on Ukrainian TV, and this article was in the U.S. Sun, that Putin is grooming a secret son, Ivan, age 9, to be his successor, with his daughters ready to act as regents if his health fails. Putin only publicly admits to having 2 daughters, but it is believed that he has fathered 6 children. It's also rumored that Putin is looking to secure a royal-style succession once his son turns 18 and becomes the country's new Tsar. To do so, Putin would have to change the Russian constitution, which dictates that a president must be older than 35, but he wants to bring him in at 18. Is Donald attempting to do something like this for his family?
Well, maybe Baron. He gave him the name Baron, and he can change for Tsar. Entertainment only. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
No, I see purging, puking. Something will not work. Hard work, but his heart will be broken. The son will be thinking more about himself than about being Tsar of Russia. And well, but he might want to do that, being on the chariot. And this is symbol of kind of Russian ego, theoretically, because Russian ego has those 2 egos looking different ways.
So you're talking about
The
son.
His son
Ivan.
was Ivan the Great, Ivan the Putin, Ivan the Putin. And there was Rasputin. Isn't that a similar name? Putin and Rasputin. Oh, they were,
The New York Times has just said that Donald is seeking a cash donation from Elon Muskie.
Oh, in Musk.
Yeah, Elon Musk, which could potentially wipe out the financial advantage of Biden and his fundraising. Musk wants, of course, Trump to win because of some concessions
And
that
they
he wants.
already met.
Yeah, they've already met. So what will be the outcome of all this? If Musk gives money, will it help or will it help Trump?
And we have remember that Musk, guy in the mask, went to see the Putin not long ago. So there's a
strong connection between everybody there. Interesting network.
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Good that Melon doesn't have the free money laying on the floor as well, because his money are all tied up, unless he got some money from Comrade Putin. That could be another story. Maybe he is going there as well for money. Russia is meddling, cheating, and for them it's reason to celebrate. They should check the incomes, not only for Donald, but as well for the guy in the mask. Whoever is new, sometimes we have to use some nicknames, not that we want to, because it's much harder for me to remember those names. but it is for the purpose of surviving.
Mary Negron is asking, can you ask your guides if Trump favors Boebert more than Marjorie Taylor Greene?
So one and another, I love you, and then on the back, no, I love you more than I love her.
He doesn't know the word love except for himself.
Which one he favor?
1, 2, 3.
The word rubbish in English is you squeeze it and throw it in the garbage. I don't think he has really too much inclination to any of them. Just use it and throw it just for security wise. He has his own judgment. Now leave me alone. I'm not to any of you. He don't like that drama. Well, that's what I'm feeling, and I'll just check for my brother sent me some nice jokes. And well, when my wife has a ton of makeup on her face, that's okay. But if I came with a little tiny mark from the lipstick, big. So to make your day to feel better. And the wife is asking husband, what would I put on? We are going tomorrow for the beach. What should I wear? So everyone will be looking at me. Wear the ice skates. Of course, I can burn every joke. Well, they are in Polish. I have to translate them. So those are my brother Janusz is sending the jokes to me. He lives in Red Deer as well. Where is Melania? Has she left?
Yeah, they said that Melania was high and dry at the events here. Not
Oh,
supporting
she
Trump.
wasn't there, but I can't see the rest of the. So where is Melania?
Two.
I'm not going to say the story, but my son once broke his nose. I'm telling the story. And I took him to emergency. He was just 18 and 2 months because it was birthday of his niece, my niece, his first cousin. So I took him to emergency because he called me to take him there. And he's drunk like hell. I make sure that the doctor fixes his nose. And I said, don't care. You embarrass me enough. I'm not staying with you. You had money for taxi, go back by taxi. So she feels the same way. Sometimes the patient your patient is enough. You can't put up. I love I love him, but I couldn't be around him. I felt so embarrassed. He was such a nuisance. Drank like hell, and I thought, no, it is you who deserve it. You went into a fight in a bar, I took you to emergency, they heal you. So now it's your way how you will get home. I'm not going to deal with you. I left him 2 hours later. He came home because he had to stay there, and my guts didn't let me to stay with him. Sorry, I was bad mother. I don't feel so. Sometimes you have to be tough on your kids. So yes, she knows that she is the star, everyone is looking for her, but she was observing from a distance. She wants to feel her own security. She put up with him so much, and now Stormy Daniels' story. So
How's that going to affect her? It's coming up quick.
it doesn't. It's not the way she wanted to be remembered. That he was cheating on her, and he was.
Well, she's remembered from the jacket where she says, "I don't care."
Yeah. Maybe that was message to him. I don't care because they don't have an easy relationship.
But she shouldn't have worn it when she went to the border.
No,
People were
especially to
imprisoned.
the kids, to see the kids. So her IQ is probably as good as his.
Chris Ann is asking, did
Entertainment only.
Megan sign a prenup before she married Harry? Just wondered with everything going on with him now.
Not that she wanted, it was that the royal family wanted. Not the royalty was making sure that there are some rules. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Yes. She was the winner who won his heart. They wrote a pre-marriage agreement. We will learn about this eventually. The secrets will come out. But right now we don't. And
you also said before they were together another lifetime.
They were, yes. And I predicted that she wouldn't be happy in the royal the court, because they will feel like they are in a golden cage. So she was not happy there. And her being from different country and apparently having different color of the skin, I don't see that. I don't see her being, black. To me, she is very beautiful girl, and I don't look at people with the color of the skin. I look for the soul, not for the face. Trump is white, and I don't like him. I look at what is behind that orange makeup.
Shalen, Shalen Singh, Singh. Please, can you check on Tulsi Gabbard? Will she be Donald's VP?
Oh, can you? Lori Ann is asking prayers for her sister who is fighting lung cancer. So, and it's spread to her ribs. I'm so sorry, Lori, and all the best to your sister. Will remind me the name again.
The Gabbard.
Gabbard.
Tulsi Gabbard.
Tulsi Gabbard.
Gabbard.
Tulsi was running for president against Biden the same time when Kamala was running. So, and everyone was saying that she is in the pockets of Putin. You didn't know that?
I think everybody is, and they're Republican.
No, but she was Democrat.
I know, but still, I mean, Sienna or whatever her name is.
So 3 cards.
She's going to be bought. 1, 2, 3.
He's opening the drawer and closing, opening and closing. He is not ready yet to commit to her. But if she's really in the pocket of Putin, that might be the clue. The Judgment, partnership, man and woman. And she will be doing everything possible to kick him out of the presidency. She would like to be a president on her own. So she is very ambitious. I don't know if that's what he wanted. So far, I think Tim Scott, I think, is the on my list, kind of the highest, because the way he is kissing at the back.
Maria A., will Orange Face be able to list his social media platform public on the stock exchange?
It's already listed, I think, no?
Well, I just know that they were talking the other day and the shares went up from $10 to 47. I don't know whether that's in advance of listing on the
I
stock
thought that I
exchange.
did already, but maybe I'm wrong.
We know he's looking for money for his monetary fines. First one is due this Saturday.
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
It's such a muddy, like, when they are posting on Wall Street, usually the picture is clear, but I see a mud through it on it. So that will be really hard to have a good look at this. People will be afraid that he might be selling and they might lose all the money that they invented. With him being a magician, so over-creative, they want to keep the money in the pocket and no money on any of those cards. I don't know. I have the feeling that it will be eventually, but they have to have some.
Well, they've got court cases to go through from the 2 people who designed the program.
Oh yeah, they don't want. Yeah. And I think they will have to make some rulings to make sure that he is not taking advantage of them.
He would never do that.
Oh no, he's such a orange god that he wouldn't do that.
Christine Crilly is asking, is Garland holding special counsel Jack Smith back? Is Jack Smith being held back on his investigations by Garland, Attorney General?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
It looks like Jack Smith is feeling that he has to over and over fight for something, even with Garland, because Garland is not as fast acting. So he is feeling, no, I have to go by the rules. So it's that English attitude, slowly but surely, that Garland has, and Smith has more vivacious. He is more active. He's ready to jump into the water. He don't know even how deep it is because it's a new adventure for him. He feels backstabbed sometimes, so that's for sure.
He still has to report to Garland.
Yeah, but he's ready to for the work. He has the excitement of angel of work, so, but sometimes he feels like him being stopped is not what he wants, because he feels that he has that backstabbing, rules by rules, And Jack Smith is very much pro rules, but he would like to bend some corners to go faster. Excuse me.
California Senate primary, Adam Schiff won, the seat that was vacated by Feinstein for passing.
Yes, and
Katie Porter
is
and
not
Barbara
his
Lee.
enemy now, because he is against the Republicans, and that's what he wanted. He wanted to win that guy to be his enemy.
So in November, Schiff runs against Republican Steve Garvey. Who is this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to win?
I have the feeling that Schiff will win.
That's Steve Garvey. You have the feeling? We want a definite.
Correct. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
I feel that there is more money on the Schiff side.
So she held that seat for years and years and years.
Even Katie Porter will be on his side, sleeping on it. Yes, so many people will be upset that he won, not her, because before I even knew that he will be fighting, I thought that she will be the one who will win. That's it. But now he's the one who is going to win.
Now, Raven Pix is asking, in Texas, will Republican T.Cruz lose the seat for his seat in the election against Democrat Representative Colin Aldred in the general election?
And you have his picture too. Thank you.
Well, that's what I do in the morning before I come here.
To be honest with you, I'm not crazy about any of them. Even he is Democrat. I'm sorry, I'm 3 cards.
1, 2, 3. But that's the choice.
I see T.Cruz sending me card from vacation.
He's going to take that vacation that he had to leave and come back early for.
He will have to go because there will be trouble.
Lovely.
Counting on the money, the winner will be, and intuitively, yes. I said before that I don't see Cruz winning, so that will be the outcome. Not that I feel that this guy is such a strong opponent. But T.Cruz, people are remembering him for going to Cancun on vacation time when his constituents were dying of cold weather.
Mm-hmm. Blue Rose is asking, why did Nikki Haley, really drop out of the race this morning?
She didn't drop out. She suspended. That's a difference. You remember Larry King? He had the suspended 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
The donors. She knew that she can't count on any more money from donors, so she had to give up, because it is like fighting with the wind. You have no chances to win. She feels very beat up. But she knows she did a wonderful job, so she knows that she's proud of it, and she's still ready to have some fight. So don't give up on her. She has some ammunition on her possession, and she will be fighting. Remember that what I said. I don't think we will. That's the last word for her. So she might be on the edge of starting a third party, because she thinks that she can take from Democrats and Republicans some people, and she might be the spoiler, but at the same time she might be the winner.
Against Liz Cheney, who wants to start a different Republican Party.
But she didn't commit it yet to that.
No, right now. I mean,
but I think Liz Cheney was waiting how that will be, how many, how big percentages of people from her party against Don, and how many against.
Well, 2028
Biden.
should be an interesting election.
Yeah, for sure. If Trump is not re-elected, because then it will be looking for the Tsar or Baron.
Martha S. is making a comment. Prediction came true. The UN reported Hamas raped and tortured hostages, which Violetta had predicted a while back.
And it is during the war. Well, I can't say that was Germans who were doing this in a big scale, because if someone will be caught from Germans doing this, they will get a bullet in the head. So they were afraid of doing. But when Russians came to Poland, they were doing this. And even 2 ladies in my family were raped.
Now,
my extended family, but
the Republican National Committee, the RNC, will not bring a vote to the floor that would prohibit Donald accessing donations to pay his legal bills, which Laura Trump, if elected, co-chair, says that she would allow all money would go to Trump. Now, Donald has come out and said he won't access that money for his court cases.
No.
Yeah. What does your spirit tell you about this situation? Will he? Won't he? What's going to happen? I mean, Laura's not even voted in yet.
Yet. No.
1, 2, 3.
Officially not, but under the table, yes.
They're giving the money under the table.
Yeah. Officially, we wouldn't be able to see quiet way because he's worried about money, so he will be saying that those money are for re-electing him. If he doesn't have them, then he can be re-elected. You have to protect me because otherwise I will not be re-elected.
Oh, that's a
Poor
shame.
guy.
You poor guy. Thursday, tomorrow, is a big, big day in the U.S., partly because the Eugene Carroll case comes up. And if Trump doesn't pay up the full bond of $100 million, then his properties can be seized.
And it's when today? Tomorrow? Tomorrow.
I thought it was Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see as the outcome of this case? Will he be able to come up with that money? I mean, he is talking to different people about helping him out.
And he has a knife on the throat.
Trump has.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
We see him putting hand in the potty and looking for gold S ending on the letter T. And he can sell whatever S he can sell. And
But he said before that he has to sell.
Yeah.
But lots of times his name, or he only owns a small portion.
He will be going to friends and asking for the money. And I don't think he will be coming up with the whole amount.
And he has to post the whole amount before he can apply for an appeal.
I don't see the whole horse. The half job he will be done. But he will have some money. He will be able to have some access.
Well, it said that he has $100,000 to go towards a different case.
Mm-hmm.
That one, the bigger amount, that's almost 500 million. He has $100,000 to go towards that. And then Eugene Carroll's lawyer says, well, if you have the money for that, the 100,000, why is it not going to this one?
Because
he doesn't.
He doesn't have here and he doesn't have there, so he can say I have 100, but it's not 500, so I can't put that one.
Everything that he says, I just discount. Colleen is asking, do you know if the information the Italians gave William Barr on number 45 about Russians, what did he do with it? What did William Barr do with it? Was it destroyed? If not, will it be discovered?
Oh, yeah, because that was still when Mueller was in power doing the investigation. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Covered under the swamp.
It's not even a rug, it's a swamp now.
It's under the swamp, yeah. So it's very hard to see what is there, and it's wet, it's dirty, and you have to drain the swamp first until you will get the informations are there. But no one wants to, Garland doesn't want to touch that. I don't understand one. And it's related to the money as well from Russia.
And Lily Rose, thank you for reminding people to like.
The Jude McG said that there was an unfilled report that E in the Musk, Melon in the Musk was in Mar-a-Lago, and he's going to help pay Trump's fees, penalties.
Yeah, well, he wants Trump to get in because he wants.
But it will be not. I feel that
the knife at the throat. He wants something in return from Trump that he's been after for a while.
It's maybe Putin that gave him the money, and because I don't think.
No, his was in stock. He didn't have really cash on him.
Yeah, none of them has cash. I remember when I was a child and my mom was reading book about millionaire without money, and she's talking about it, and I said, how come he has no money? Because sometimes millionaires don't have a penny. No, he has to have. And I couldn't understand. And she was telling me, because they are investing in things and they don't have a cash on hand.
Yeah, I was reading that Musk, he got stock options instead of cash. They were worth more, and then he would borrow against the options.
Yeah, and that's what Trump was doing, always borrowing against something that he has, and then borrowing money against that and that and that, well, which is good lesson for some people to know how to operate in the big business.
Denise Peterson is asking, why did McConnell finally endorse number 45 for president? He hasn't talked to him ever since the insurrection.
The insurrection, and he gave up a few days ago because he knew that
he gave up his leadership positions in November, but he's still in the Senate. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
He's surrounding himself. He is surrounding because he knows he can't win with Don, and that he has more power. So openly he's surrounding. It's very hard for Mitch McConnell to do that, but it's for his own security. So he is doing this because he wants the security for his party and himself. And he wants Don to stop attacking him.
Christina W. DeSantis just had the courts open the Epstein records. Will we be getting more insight into who else is on the list of customers?
Oh, so there will be more open records from Epstein. In other words, we have to make up some name for that one. Lolita.
Yeah.
Because he had that plane Lolita Express.
1.
And if someone can go to my old video before even we knew about him, officially I made the video about him a year before.
2, 3. That plane was taken apart for scrap.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they were looking for cameras and everything else there.
No idea.
Will be reason to celebrate some newses. They will do a good job. And they will show who was leaning for the money and who was giving him money. So there will be more information. Always end of the video.
I want to write this one down.
Letitia Jones will, okay.
Yeah, and I'll continue writing this part down.
All right. And we want to, I had conversation yesterday with one lady. I can't repeat that one. But then I told her how I reacted in a similar situation when I was a kid, 12 years old, 14 years old. My grandfather invited me to go to his place, which is a village not far away from 100 kilometers away from Warsaw. But I had to go to Warsaw first and take a taxi, and then go to the bus station and go by bus to another place to drive to his to the city, and then he will take me to his village. And 1 year before he came to pick me up on vacation time, so he said, "You did that trip with me. Just make sure that you are driving safely by taxi. So don't go to the private car, just go by taxi." Before I went to the taxi, and he said, "Remember the number that the taxi driver has." So I before I sat in that taxi, I memorized the number and I'm repeating myself and repeating. Few minutes later, I noticed that he is driving me different direction. And I'm upset. But I took the thermos with me. And the guy is telling me, we are driving different direction because there are constructions there. He said, if you don't take me to the bus depot, I will break the window. I have a thermos. And I remember your name. You will have to kill me. He drove me to the bus depot. We didn't spoke. And he didn't even took the money from me. But the energy was so bad. I was afraid. So, it is something that when your grandchild will be traveling, always make sure that they know the number of the car that they are sitting in. And take the description of the person who is inviting them to take to go into the car. And the thing with the thermos was my idea, but I was very proud. Because I thought, how can my husband, when I told him this, I told him long time, but he said, it's not that easy to break the window anymore. He said, well, on the edge of thermos, you can probably hope that, and it has to be metal one, that you can break it. Yes, just always make sure that the grandchildren has plan B. So that's a granny's advices. How they can get out of the situation when they feel vulnerable.
Lanny Ann is commenting, no, Megan did not sign a prenup. That was a question which was answered during an interview.
But I think that they have something to protect Harry. We might not know yet.
I would expect that, yeah.
Thank you. I have to believe,
What you're seeing or hearing. This was a comment made, before we go into prayers, this was a comment made after Larry Summerlin had won the reading. Mm-hmm. And it was a complimentary reading. And so a response was written this morning.
And it was his wife who had the reading, to be honest.
Yeah. Dorian, Larry's wife of 45 years, upcoming 45 years, says this: if you could tell the Bergs, thank you so much for the reading. Really am grateful. I have wanted one, but it wasn't in the cards. Those who doubt Violetta's skills, I can attest, it's mind-blowing. I have a very unique family, and those cards knew things no one would know. I'm so happy my grandkids have great days ahead. You need to have news like that. God bless you guys. Most respectfully, Dorian. And so that is as well to the Bergs.
Thank you. You are such a wonderful grandmother, and what you did for those grandchildren is amazing. And I can't say more because it is, I have to keep the rules that I'm not talking too much.
And someone else had mentioned, I can't find it right now, but had mentioned, write down your questions in advance of having a reading with Violetta.
Oh, of course, because I'm not spending, too much time over talking about one question. I'm going next. And
the first time I met Violetta, I arranged for a reading and came back, and I had pictures of my family members so that they could see their eyes, and I asked you about them.
Yeah, that's so important to see eyes as window of the soul.
Even when I show her the picture that I've taken on screen, if we're going to be talking about somebody, she can get information from that. Mm-hmm. So with that, prayers for today. Alexander Day.
Thank you.
Is asking for prayers for Rosemarie Moresszes in Los Angeles, who has very painful stomach cancer. Princess, so we'll ask.
A prayer to Rosemarie.
Lori B is asking, I just found out my sister has less than 3 weeks to live. Prayers for a peaceful passing.
I'm so sorry.
Lanny Ann is asking prayer for her sister who has cancer of her lung, which is in her ribs and spine.
Yes, we we noticed that there was a request today.
And Lori Cragen Clammett is asking for prayers continuing for her dog, and who has chronic pancreatitis and is struggling.
Oh, that's painful. All the best to the dog.
So, anyways, Violetta, so please send your questions so that Violetta has something in front of her for Friday night.
Yes.
And I take screenshots of all the questions that are asked that we didn't get to, and so that they're available for her as well.
And please cheer up for Brooke for her hard work. She's wonderful. I'm surrounded by Cheryl, who is really a good helper. Wonderful. Thank you
I'm
so
a
much.
pest.
You are what?
A pest.
Oh, no.
We get along extremely well. So
Not
anyways,
only when we are shopping, we rather go different directions.
well, that was the first time we ever shopped together.
It's just for joke now.
We have quite a few similar clothes, actually, going back years. But I guess we had.
Yeah, because my sister Cheryl asked me, why don't you throw away them? I said, because I will be looking for them.
You'll buy them right back, supporting the cycle. As well, when she does her reading on Friday night, she goes over the questions. So it is time consuming for her to look through the questions. And I do send her questions as well that have been asked to try to cut down on that time. But it takes quite a process for her to go through the question, get a response, write down her image that she saw, and then do the cards live when she does the reading. And so it is a time-consuming thing, which is why you wanted to do 2 lives, because you don't have to do any preparation. I don't
have, and I'm more authentic, because I don't have to prepare and
I do the prep.
Yeah. And if you can write even capital letters question, then I know that's
for Friday's reading.
For Friday's reading, I'm usually putting 2 marks, my heart and my hand up under the ones. So when I'm going through the question, after I answer that I gave the hearts, then I'm going only with the one with the black hand that I posted. And I pinned it for myself. And
on Saturday morning, she'll post the video that she did Friday night. And it's on that video that you write the comment after it comes out. Write a comment or a question, preferably a question as well. Write as many times as you want, because it is from that list that it's drawn that you would be eligible for a complimentary reading valued at $100 US.
And
donated by Janet and Tom Berg, BURG.
Thank you so much.
She only does that on the Saturday readings, not on the other readings.
Thank you. Thank you very much for all of you for supporting my channel, for liking and sharing and subscribing.
And if you are lucky enough to have a Skype reading with Violetta,
it's much easier for you, because I don't have to describe what card I'm pulling, and it's far.
You will find that the interaction between the 2 of you is kind of magical.
It is like right now communicating, and when I'm on the phone, I don't know exactly who I was talking to.
And it really helps when you see their eyes as well.
Oh, it is.
There's more of a connection made, but she's an amazing woman.
Show your blouse to your cousin. This one is very old, but I still like it.
When we went shopping yesterday, it's a Goodwill store.
And my brother and my sister-in-law.
Yeah, I met them yesterday too.
Yeah, they.
But I bought these earrings, and they were $1.99, 30% off of that. And then this was $7, this top.
Yeah.
I bought a really nice poncho, though. I really like that one. So did your sister-in-law.
Well, my sister-in-law is all the time telling me, this is your style, this is your style. And I'm telling her, this is your style. So we know which style it is. And my brother, that's you. So that means I have to buy it. It's fun. And there are some other Polish friends that are sometimes we are meeting. Take care of yourself. Have a good time. Enjoy your life. Treat yourself well sometimes. It doesn't need to be a big, expensive thing to treat yourself, but be good to yourself. And
Maria said, hit the likes so we can get Violetta to 40,000 subscriber.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to take her out for dinner.
I'm looking for 50.
Yeah. You're dreaming big, which is
Well,
nice.
why not?
But thank you very much for joining
Thank you
us.
so much. Thank you. And see you on my video on Saturday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.